yachts and being gods, man. They don't care about us. They don't care about this country. They don't care about none of this shit. The secret society tribe, man.
I hope so.
The first rule of secret society
You already know where I stand on that shit.
is never talk about the secret society.
Today was the first day.
But it's not working.
Just hang with us, folks. We're having technical difficulties.
It won't work.
What, man? What? Holy crap.
The hell is going on, man? So tonight we're going to talk about the porn industry.
I think people will jump on that.
Fucking awesome, man.
He dashes in and mates with one of them.
He got to get it in quick.
He grabs her by the neck, pins her down, and, you know.
Did that really happen?
I mean, it was raw, too.
Everybody hitting the one button.
Warriors just one.
It's fun, though, man. You got to try to have fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
We never, like I said, we never know. We never know what might happen.
Salute.
POTB, you take over the show from the chat. You got this.
I'm curious who's going to do it just because we're doing it.
I find it fascinating.
I don't have no things on my thing, man.
And
watch your back. Watch your back.
So anyway,
man, but
anyway,
no bullshit, man. That was.
But anyway,
I don't know how to explain it, man. I ain't.
And I think
it's hit and miss around here, folks.
They're like Tribe's house.
Yes.
Because of the way they've had to live there over time.
It's bullshit.
Porn, cock, rape, culture, beta males, and nut.
It took me a year to get them to the point where they totally trusted me. Yeah, they end up being like pets and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what the hell is going on here?
I'm just kidding.
No, hell no.
I've been in a bad mood all day.
Because she's got better shit than Walmart.
Go ahead.
What the hell does it look?
See, that's why I'm a big advocate for everybody to just get together and start making
like their peanut.
But I tell you what, her business has quadrupled.
I believe it.
And she's got the best stuff.
That's fucking insane.
I believe it.
You start learning their habits and shit. You never realized how slick they are.
For me, I think it's a precursor to what's coming next.
They're smarter than we think, man. Yeah, I guess so.
We're already used to it. You know what I mean?
And that's why they hate us and our channel so much.
What do y'all think this is headed?
Pointing to us as the problem.
You think so?
I've heard so many people say that recently.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Then you need to do this, this, and this.
Seriously.
And then the rest of us they're going to be.
They're lullabying us to sleep slowly.
Demonizing us so much.
Seriously, man. Like, all right, look.
The way they're already starting to do.
You already know where I stand on that shit.
Yeah, I know it. I know it.
You do that.
Yeah, seriously.
But stay the fuck out of my way.
I appreciate that.
Plain and simple.
But I hope that there is.
This is dope, man. This is dope.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to sit back and wait, you sit back and wait. But let the motherfuckers who actually want to put in the work to do the shit, to light the fucking powder keg, don't try to talk them down. Don't try to give them that pussy fucking logic. You know what I mean? Let them do them. America, motherfucker, don't stop me from doing what the fuck I want to do, and I won't stop you from being a sissy sitting in your fucking house making excuses.
I know exactly what you're saying. But you know what's happening, though, man? They're trying to make all of us slaves, man.
Yeah.
That's seriously. It's like, yeah, okay, you know, the past. But now they're literally they are trying to make everybody slaves. They're making everybody slaves.
Now, I was just going to say that the political establishment is so good at pushing these buttons with minority folks, man. It's not just black folks. They do it with Hispanics. They do it with the native peoples, man. They make them think that the native peoples, that they are so oppressed by conservatives and Republicans and all this stuff who are racist. But the political establishment is the one who set up these reservations, you know, for the native peoples. And the reservation, I'm not speaking for all reservations because everyone's different. And every reservation has the right to rule itself. If they're kind of semi-autonomous, they have their own law enforcement, their own, you know, ruling governments or whatever. And what happens is it gets corrupt, just like every other government, you know, in the freaking world. And so they set up these casinos, and they set up socialism on the reservation. Every member of that tribe gets a certain amount of money every month. The one that we go to and visit with in Arizona, they get like $2,000 a month each person,
Right.
and they live off of that. And so they live right at the poverty level. They don't work. You know, some of them do. I'm not trying to generalize, but I'm saying what they do is it forces them to become dependent on that. And they've set up the same thing like the federal government's trying to do for the whole country. You know, and then the next election cycle comes around, and the Democrats are the only one who cares about the indigenous people of our country. All evidence to the contrary. They say they run their mouths, and then they don't care. Once they get elected, they don't do nothing for the native peoples. They don't give them real representation, you know. And then when someone who is real, like Tulsi Gabbard, she's a real native person from Hawaii. And she was there. She was a good stateswoman. I like Tulsi Gabbard, man. I didn't agree with all her policies, but she was real. And she was too. she was hardcore, and she called all of them on their shit, and that's why they blackballed her, and that's why she's not in Washington anymore. You know, but man, I'm tired of that narrative that the Democrats are the only ones who aren't racist, and they're the most racist ones. But it's not even about the parties. It's the whole political establishment. They're using these folks, man.
These are just human beings. And they want to have their fancy cars, their fancy houses. They want to work in these fancy buildings and walk around like they're God. That's why Nancy Pelosi acts her way. And if us normal people walked up to most of these senators, they're going to look at you like you're lower than them, and they want to feel godly. Yes. And then they want to go to Malibu, and they want to go chill on some beaches and shit, and they want to keep us from those places. That's what it comes down to. They just want to keep us away from all these great places that they rule. They all their family goes there, all their friends go there. They have it locked down. Now, this is what I want to hit you with, because they put it right in front of our faces. They said, if you don't have the Jabberwocky, you can't go to any events, you can't go to any restaurants, you can't go to any sporting events, you can't go to no gyms, you can't. Now, listen to me. Okay. Then they turn around and say, the number one people that don't get it and won't get the Jabberwocky are black folks, Mexican folks. So that tells you right there, they're trying to keep people out of these places. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's right in front of our face. And they can say, oh, but we're trying to make you take this thing. Oh, no. Yeah. No. They know you're going to, but they know that the people who ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? The people who ain't done it by now, they're not going to do it. They're telling us right in our faces that, well, most of the people that don't, the majority of people that haven't been Jabberwonkied are black and Mexican and all this. But guess what? So you're not going to be allowed to go here, 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 and here, and here. They're backstage clapping hands like we don't have to deal with these people no more, man. I'm telling you, if you don't think the government ain't a pile of racist, and it's probably not even about racist. It's just about they feel like they are bigger than us. And we are nothing but fucking slave labor.
It's not race, it's class.
I said it's like the Klan stopped burning crosses and just started raising taxes.
No doubt. Facts.
Yeah, it's like we don't need an army of millions. We need a million armies. You know what I mean? Like small groups that are like independent from each other, but also collude with each other when they need to, to help one another. Yeah. And that way each set, it's like, I hate to use the term cell, but because of the connotations of that, but freedom fighters have cells too. And man, it sounds crazy that we're talking about this. This is where we are in our country, in the United States of America. Millions of people, I guarantee, are having the same conversation all over our country, man. This is where we are, trying to figure out how we just preserve our freedoms. We're not trying to change anything, really. We're just trying to preserve what we have, so they don't take any more away, and to get rid of the corruption. That's all we want.
Yeah. And they want to attack things like the 2A because they're scared of us. It ain't because they're worried about some school this happening. They're not worried about, Did you? I mean, there was a run up in I forget where it was. I talked about it back in the day. I think you was with me, Just Josh, and we talked about them dudes running up and they shot like 23 people. You didn't hear nothing about take the guns out of their hands, take the guns out of their hands. They didn't give a shit about black folks getting shot up in the fucking streets, but they want to use because they think that
Yeah.
white America is the majority still. So if they try to push a narrative of black folks getting shot in the streets, they don't think that it'll hit home and make people change their minds and go against the 2A.
It's normal.
But a little kid or something, little white kid, little Jeremy, gets his grandfather's gun out the cabinet and by accident shoots himself in the leg or something. Then oh Lord, we got to take all the guns. It's bullshit. They want to take guns from us because of them, the UN, other countries talking like, why in the fuck are y'all the only country that let all your people run around with guns in their hands? How are we supposed to have a world order? How the fuck are we supposed to be in control of all these people when you give them all guns? We got to take this away.
Yeah.
It's not about the shootings, these shootings that go on. It ain't nothing about that shit. It's about them scared of us. And other countries scared of us, these Illuminatis from all over different countries that are all talking to each other and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bro, that is one of the greatest gifts that they have given us. The people, forefathers and they're like, Josh, what do you know about the forefathers? I'm just saying that is one of the greatest gifts that has been allowed to still be here, and that is the right to bear arms, brother. That is what is stopping us from total tyranny. Nobody can come in here.
Yeah. It also protects us from other countries coming in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But the people that are in control, they're best friends with these.
Right.
There's these Pelosi's and Newsoms and shit. They're best friends with these other countries.
Yeah.
They can care less. They think that they'll be taken care of if they come in here and destroy everything. They don't give a shit. They only care about their yachts and being gods, man. They don't care about us. They don't care about this country. They don't care about none of this shit.
Yep.
Only we
I
do.
will tell you all the beaches are going to disappear, but yet they're still spending millions of dollars on beach houses.
All
In
right.
our case, we don't even acknowledge that shit. Like, everything's gonna flood 1,000 feet in. You're 1,000 miles in 12 years, but yet they're still in $6 million beach houses.
Yeah, because they want to keep us away from it. Because they want to keep us away from it. If we think that all the shores are going to flood in the next couple years, you're going to have a lot less people trying to buy land on the East Coast, West Coast, South Coast. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like in 12 years, when they say everything's going to flood, if you look, just like Detroit, 60% of the population left. If they could get 60% of the coastal population to leave, they've literally got the border on fucking lockdown.
Yes. Yes.
That's true.
Exactly.
If they care so much about, think about this, if they care so much about this thing we're going through for the past year and a half and the shit that they're ramping back up, then why the fuck are they letting 10,000 people come across the border? Why are they letting people flood into the country from these places that are really, that's why they don't talk about Mexico all that much. You got to get on Australian news or UK news to hear about how bad it is in Mexico, because they won't tell us that in Mexico it's really, really fucking bad.
Yeah.
And they're letting people flood in by the wayside. They want this shit to keep going, man. They want this shit to keep going so they can keep on being their elite power bullshit.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. The future's going to be the new system. That's my new shit. The new system is going to be a strange place, brother. It's going to be a strange place. If we allow it to get to that point,